Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mr. Legend Crypto. I'm Mr. Legend. Welcome to the Crypto Matrix. Today, we're going to take a look at general cryptocurrency market, quick market updates. A lot of altcoins are showing us signs of life. Altcoins are pumping front, left, and center. Over the last 24 hours, we have seen Siren regain most of the losses he made. Siren was down 63% over the last 24 hours. Right now, it's up 100%. A lot of altcoins are joining the party. 9% on XLM Stellar, 5% on Pepe, 9% on Fedge. Bullish signs going around the cryptocurrency market. We look at news stories going around the market. How bullish should we be? How bearish should we be? While a lot of market participants are expecting lower prices, while we're expecting Bitcoin to dump to goblin town. I'm still very, very bullish in the cryptocurrency market. We look at sentiment, which is down right now in the cryptocurrency market. And we'll not forget the charts. Bitcoin trades around $71,000. A lot of altcoins are holding on strong. Should we start selling our Bitcoin? Should we start accumulating more altcoins? We'll talk about that and more in this video. But first, guys, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. Do the necessary research and analysis before making any investment decision. Let's get down to business. The last 24 hours has seen some altcoins bounce to higher prices. The last 24 hours has also seen the bears getting liquidated. Let's start with liquidation in the cryptocurrency market. According to Coin Glass data, the last 24 hours has seen over 81,000 traders getting liquidated, and the liquidation is coming in around $233 million. The single largest liquidation order happened on Hyperliquid. A trader was liquidated for $6.45 million. Be careful out there, guys. You don't get liquidated before the big event starts. A lot of market participants are always high on leverage. That's one sure way to wreck your portfolio. How is Bitcoin performing Q1 of 2026? Bitcoin is down 18% in Q1 of 2026. Ethereum, on the other hand, is down 27%. And on a monthly time frame, Bitcoin has gained 6% in the month of March after having two negative months in January and February. Ethereum, on the other hand, also has gained 9% in the month of March after having negative January and February. All coins are currently outperforming Bitcoin. Ethereum is behaving better than Bitcoin. Ethereum is performing better than Bitcoin. Solana and other altcoins are also joining the party, outperforming Bitcoin. But news stories going around the cryptocurrency market, very, very bearish. If you're following the news stories, you'll be expecting lower prices. And that's what a lot of market participants are doing right now, because rising US Treasury yields, war in Iran, rising inflation risks pressures Bitcoin price. Falling tech stock prices and rising bond yields have forced a rush for cash, preventing Bitcoin from gaining any momentum. That's what you expect when sentiments are getting to the extreme. When sentiment is getting to the extreme, market participants always run towards safety. Safety for us right now is no longer Bitcoin, is the US dollar. But historically, guys, the crowd has been wrong at the extreme. Now, according to the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which each day analyzes emotions and sentiments from different sources and crunching them into one simple number, the Fear and Greed Index for Bitcoin and other large cryptocurrencies says right now there's extreme fear in the cryptocurrency market. This time in February, we saw great level of extreme fear, all-time high pessimism in the cryptocurrency market. Out of 100, the Fear and Greed Index was reaching a level of 5. That's actually to tell you how pessimistic the average market participants was just about a month ago. Right now, some improvements have been made. We have seen the Fear and Greed Index get to a level of 14, but we're still deep in extreme fear territory. And if you look at what has happened over the last few months, the cryptocurrency market is down bad, with a lot of market participants expecting us to continue dumping to goblin town. But as I told you guys earlier, the crowd is always wrong at the extreme. I don't think this time is different. I don't believe that all of a sudden the crowd will be right now. And the crowd is wrong at the extreme. If Bitcoin is trading around $71,000 and we're seeing this level of pessimism, I beg to differ if I'm wrong, but right now, I'll still be expecting Bitcoin to rally to higher prices. I'm still bullish on the cryptocurrency market. My baseline target for Bitcoin in 2026 is that at some point in time in the future, we see Bitcoin trading towards $100,000, maybe even higher than that. Right now, a lot of market participants are very, very pessimistic on the prospect of Bitcoin because Bitcoin is not the in thing. We have seen gold become the in thing over the last few days and the last few months. We have seen precious metal become the in thing. We have seen even oil have its own parabolic run to higher prices. I don't think this time is different. I believe at some point in time, the nearest future, that wave is going to come to the cryptocurrency market and we're going to see Bitcoin rally towards $100,000. Base case scenario. The optimistic part of me believes Bitcoin can still get to new all-time highs. This might be strange because a lot of vibes right now in the cryptocurrency market is how we're in a bear market. We're repeating what Bitcoin did in 2022, which I beg to differ. In 2022, Bitcoin was dumping to gobbling town. Bitcoin had first gone from around $69,000 to as low as $33,000. That was a 51% decline. We had a relief rally. The relief rally saw Bitcoin getting towards $48,000 before we eventually continued dumping to gobbling town and Bitcoin finding its bottom around $15,000. This time around, Bitcoin has also done by around 51%, which has made a lot of market participants to start making similarities with what happened in 2022. But I don't think the market is going to repeat the same bear market pattern, 2 bear markets in a row. If you look back, way back in 2018, the market didn't do exactly what happened in 2018, 2022. A new pattern was formed in 2018 when Bitcoin started dumping to gobbling town. It went from around $19,600. It had a 70% decline, heading back to $6,000. But then we saw a relief rally that took Bitcoin down up to $11,000 before the dump to gobbling town continues. So even though we are bearish, even though the market might be in an official bear market, even though Bitcoin might be in an official bear market, you always have to remember that bear market rallies are very, very crazy. Bear market rallies are very fast, are very violent. I'll not be shocked to see Bitcoin heading towards that $100,000 level at some point in time in 2026. Right now, the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, which is a good sign. Historically, when altcoins start outperforming Bitcoin, that's when you want to start getting ready. When altcoins start outperforming Bitcoin, we're getting to the close of a cycle. Fundamentally, guys, I still believe Bitcoin might see lower prices in 2026. But you have to remember that the market doesn't fall down in a straight line. There's going to be a lot of gallops along the way. There's going to be a lot of counter trend rallies along the way. If you look at the price of gold, gold currently trades at $4,500. Just some few months ago, gold was the rage of the town. Gold was the talk in of the town. Every market participant was running to the gold market, running to the precious metal market, buying gold or silver, because all they saw was that when Bitcoin started dumping in August of 2025, gold went on the other direction, pumping to higher prices. But since early March, gold has dumped aggressively to gobbling town. Gold has gone from an all-time high of $5,600. We saw gold even getting to as low as $4,100, a 26% decline in just under 90 days. What has Bitcoin done in that period of time? Bitcoin has consolidated, and that makes me to believe Bitcoin might be on its own relief rally at worst. At best, Bitcoin might be on the way to new all-time highs. So if you're following news stories, you might end up selling your Bitcoin right now because investors are dumping gold and bond for cash as war-driven oil spikes and inflation force a defensive market stance. Rising yield and 20% rate hike chance. Rising yield and the 20% rate hike chance signal a tight outlook, leaving Bitcoin vulnerable amidst soaring US debt. When market participants are scared, they run towards safety. Right now, safety feels like cash. Safety feels like selling Bitcoin, selling gold, just running into cash. But remember, guys, we're in this game to get higher returns for our money. When market participants are scared, they don't think logically again. They are selling their investments, they're selling their assets to get some cash. You have to ask yourself this question. When the markets turn bullish, what will they do? Same market participants are selling Bitcoin, selling oil, selling their gold for some cash. When they see markets start pumping, when they see the altcoin market start roaring, they will start running back to the altcoin market, flipping those cash for some altcoins, flipping those cash for some Bitcoin. You have to pay attention to what the market is doing. You don't have to get carried away by sentiment, even though sentiment is down right now. Even though according to the altcoin season index, we're not in an altcoin season, which is one index you should be paying attention to. By the time we get to an altcoin season, it's usually too late for a lot of market participants. By the time we get to an altcoin season, the trade is already over. If you don't know what an altcoin season is, an altcoin season happens when 75% of the top 50 coins start performing better than Bitcoin. Right now, we're not in an altcoin season, but I believe we're slowly heading to an altcoin season. According to my predictions and my calculations, an altcoin season should just be around the corner, maybe in May of 2026. Now, for us to see the altcoin season in May of 2026, a lot of things will have to go right for altcoin market. We have to see the bears getting liquidated bigly. We have to see a huge pump come out of nowhere, which I believe is just around the corner. We have seen extreme fear grip the cryptocurrency market. We've seen the altcoin season index tells us it's a very, very good time to buy altcoins. I'll not be shocked if in the next few days and the next few weeks, a lot of altcoins start pumping out of the blue. Tau right now is up 100%. The last 1 month, Rivers is up 171%. Siren is up 658%. Hype is up 44%. Fetch is up 60%. Near Protocol is up 27%. And even though there's huge pessimism right now in the cryptocurrency market, slowly and slowly, these altcoins are pumping. Slowly and slowly, these altcoins are making way for higher prices. And Bitcoin dominance, another metric I've been targeting. Bitcoin dominance in the cryptocurrency market sits around that 59% region. We have been ranging around the 59% region for quite a while right now, since August of 2025, when that decline started for Bitcoin. And a lot of altcoins in the market, Bitcoin dominance has stayed in that 59% region. But there's another way to look at the Bitcoin dominance charts. Basically, Bitcoin dominance is exactly where it was in October of 2024. Bitcoin dominance is exactly where it was in January of 2025. The next phase of the market cycle, we see altcoins pumping in my imaginary world. And in that imaginary world, I expect to see Bitcoin dominance dumping. I've talked about the 50% region quite a while on this channel. I still believe that 50% region is going to be very, very, very important for Bitcoin dominance. When we start dumping to Goblin Town, watch out for what Bitcoin will do at the 50% region. Can we go higher than that, or can we go lower than that? There's always that possibility that Bitcoin dominance can go lower than the 50% region. But imagine a situation where a lot of market participants are going to be caught off guard as we see Bitcoin dominance start dumping, and we see a lot of market participants running back to the market, talking about how the bull market is back. We're going to the moon. This time is different. You don't want to fall for that trap, guys. You want to think ahead of the crowd. The crowd is always wrong at the extreme. If you look at Bitcoin dominance since June of 2025, Bitcoin dominance has been declining in the cryptocurrency market. Altcoins have actually been outperforming Bitcoin since then. If you look at Ethereum's performance against Bitcoin since then, Ethereum has done very, very well for itself since April of 2025. And I expect Ethereum to continue outperforming Bitcoin. I expect that Ethereum's relief rally to take it towards $3,000, maybe even get to $4,000. Only time will tell. But one thing is sure, the altcoin market, when it gets going, you want to be in the altcoin market, not in Bitcoin. Now, if you look at the total crypto market cap, which currently sits at the $2.4 trillion level, total crypto market cap could easily go above $3 trillion. I envision the situation where we might see the total crypto market cap set new all-time highs. Few market participants are planning for that situation where we see total crypto market cap set new all-time highs. But the difference this time around is that instead of Bitcoin leading the charge, the altcoin market will lead the charge. That's one of the exit signals I always look out for in the cryptocurrency market. When we have a rally and altcoins are pumping harder than Bitcoin, that will be a telltale sign to run for the hills. But the last rally that took us to all-time highs, we saw Bitcoin pumping aggressively to higher prices, Bitcoin getting to $125,000 then, and Ethereum got to the $4,000 level. Ethereum still failing to break to new all-time highs. So the next big rally I expect in the cryptocurrency market, I expect to see Bitcoin dominance down. I expect to see total crypto market cap probably setting new all-time highs. I expect to see the altcoin market, excluding Bitcoin, setting new all-time highs. Total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, sits at $991 billion. We saw it get to as high as $1.78 trillion. That was in September of 2025. Total crypto market cap, excluding both Bitcoin and Ethereum, also should be hitting new all-time highs. We saw it get to the $1.19 trillion level. This was in October of 2025. More news stories coming out of the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin hits and regime change as BTC price dips to 69.5K on Iran nerves. Bitcoin fell below $70,000 amidst global tension, while analysts point to early signs of potential structural shift in market behavior. That's one thing we should take our minds off, is thinking the price of the cryptocurrency market is following the news story. Remember, before you hear the news, the price has already moved. The price is already confirming. The news is already confirming the price, not the price confirming the news. So you have to think about it, that all the information you are looking for is in the charts. If you cannot see it in the charts, guys, it doesn't exist. The news stories is just there to deceive the most market participants. So don't be shocked to see the price going up before you see good news stories coming around. I've seen market participants asking, why is the price dumping? There's no any bad news. Or why is the price pumping? There's no any good news. Remember, the price is king. Price is leading the way, not the news leading the way. Cash is king amidst economic uncertainty, while Bitcoin risks further downsides. That's what you expect to see at the bottom. At the top, nobody talks about how cash is king. At the top, everybody talks about how you're missing. If you're not in Bitcoin, you're missing. If you're not in metals, you're missing. If you're not buying oil. But when we're dumping to Goblin Town, when push comes to shove, every market participant start running towards cash because they are scared. But when they are scared is when you should be buying. When the average retail investor is scared, as I told you guys earlier, that's the best time to accumulate. That's the best time to get ready for the next pump to the upside. It doesn't look like that, but most money is made in the bear markets. Now let's take a look at the top gainers and the top losers for the 25th of March 2026. Cyrene has rallied up in the last 24 hours by 102%. Bit Sensor is up 11%, XLM Stellar is up 8%, Artificial Intelligence is up 7%, and we have Quant up 7% in the last 24 hours. For the top losers in the last 24 hours, we had Sun Token down 9%, Kites down 3%, Canton down 3%, World Liberty Finance, Donald Trump's project, is down 3.8%, and we have Just Coin down 3%. Guys, drop thoughts in the comment section. More news stories going around the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin exchange outflow shows genuine accumulation by investors. That's what one analyst has to say, and that's what I believe, guys. Bitcoin is currently trading around this cost of production band. Historically, that's where bear markets have formed. But right now, a lot of market participants are still waiting for Q4 of 2026. That's when they will buy. My few years in the cryptocurrency market has taught me one thing, is that when we all gather at a price point, when we all gather at a period, and we talked about how that period is going to be the best period, just like Q4 of 2025 was termed the golden bull run, it's going to be the altcoin season, yada, yada, yada. The first month of Q4 of 2025, that's when the biggest decline we have seen the last 3 years in the cryptocurrency market started. So you don't want to join the crowd. The crowd is always wrong at the extreme. If the crowd thinks we are going to see lower prices, you should put your money on us seeing higher prices. More times than not, you are going to be right. Robinhood announced a 1.5 billion share buyback as stock struggles in 2026. And OpenAI is killing off their AI video app Sora after 6 months. The app didn't go anywhere. The app just created more AI slop in the universe right now. They're shutting it down, and the $1 billion investment from Disney is getting cancelled. Ethereum devs up security efforts with new post-quantum team. Rising US yield, war in Iran, and rising inflation risks pressure on Bitcoin price. That's part of the negative sentiment we're seeing around the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin holders shift from panic to cash buffer discipline as volatility dipping. The lower we go, the more cash is going to seem important. The lower we go, the more the market will give you reasons not to commit your cash to the market. But guys, if you think about it logically, when we have lower prices, when we have extreme sentiment, that's when you should commit your cash to the market. When we have high prices, when we have extreme greed back into the cryptocurrency market, that's when you should keep some cash for yourself. But the average market participant is going to do what they're going to do. They are driven by emotions, and that's why news stories always shift the markets, because we have huge parts of the market where people are just looking at the news. What's happening? Is Israel bombing Iran? Is America bombing Israel? Yada, yada, yada. Guys, all what you're looking for is in the chart. If you can't see it in the chart, it doesn't exist. If you see it in the chart, play by the rules, play by what the chart is telling you. Bitcoin value of the chart as BTC price metric hit record lows in 2026. Now, all the metrics we're looking for that tells us about where the bottom is in, not all, most of them are telling us we're near deep value territory. Bitcoin yardstick data confirmed a new record for BTC price deep value in February as miners battled the lowest price in 15 months. A lot of miners now are mining Bitcoin negative. They're actually going at a loss by mining Bitcoin, and most miners are not buying right now. And this deep value indicator is telling us that right now it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. Right now, you're basically getting an asset that's trading for around $88,000. You're getting that asset for around $70,000. If this was real estate, you see people queuing up to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. But the cryptocurrency market being very, very volatile, the rules are different. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Bitcoin trades around $71,000. Ethereum trades around $2,100. Bitcoin dominance still on the edge of decline. Are you buying altcoins? Are you accumulating more Bitcoin? Where do you see the cryptocurrency market heading in the coming days and the coming weeks? Drop your thoughts about that in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. If you want to become a member, link in the description. I'll be doing member-only videos at some point in time, the nearest future. If you want to join the Telegram group, also link in the description. See you guys in my next video. Bye.